We're live.
Welcome to Scale Builders Guild.
117.
Your microphone is still wrong,
by
the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the 117th episode. It's Wednesday. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And what's the last thing you built out of styrene? Considering we've got Turks and Jerps on the show tonight. Get your styrene
that's a terrible
questions ready.
No one's going to have an answer for that.
Fritz, well, no one named Josh will have an answer for that.
I guess.
But everybody else will.
Shh, everybody.
Everybody else. Everybody on this side of the screen.
There you go.
This side.
Reminds me of a joke from one of my favorite movies featuring Willie Nelson and George Carlin. Not Willie Nelson. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, people on this side of the line.
DK just said, I feel like I need to put on a hat.
Yeah, just to even out things.
Both of us are not wearing hats. I got my hair cut today. Fresh cuts.
I got mine a week or so ago.
So that's why we're not wearing hats.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't think Richard will be wearing a hat either. So we'll all be hatless.
Ooh, yeah.
Today.
There'll be a significant... Jeez. All right. I just got home, so I'm just like...
Styrene.
I'm just running around with my head cut off.
Oh, boy. Well, take your time. Drink your...
Waterloo.
Seltzer or whatever that is.
Black cherry Waterloo.
Is that an alcoholic beverage?
Negative. It is just sparkling water.
Well, now that you're a full businessman with no baseball hats at work.
Right. My free t-shirts and no hat. It's very business casual.
Reggie said he's going to wear a toque to make up for it.
Ooh, perfect. Room temperature Waterloo, indeed. Yes.
Oh, only the finest for our friend Josh.
Yep. What can I say?
I repeat, hatless. Yeah, Turks and Jerps is hatless. I hope they throw his hatless butt in jail. I'm sure that's a Simpsons reference that Josh won't get.
Yep. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. Absolutely no idea.
Don't the kids call that no cap nowadays?
No cap.
I don't know what kids say. If they say anything, to me, it's usually, what's that strange man doing in the woods?
Why does he have a camera? Oh, no.
Why is he holding a ruler? So you didn't go for the Bieber beanie at Tim's. No, Dana, I don't go there. Robert Anderson, good day from down under. That's got to be, what time is it there? About
You're 17 hours ahead of me. So what's that make it? 14 hours ahead of you?
Yes. So noonish. 1 o'clock-ish. 1 o'clock.
Call it that.
PM.
So,
following day.
I've had just somehow the last week disappeared. It was
between the last show and this show.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know what happened. I felt like I got things done, but I don't remember what any of them were. I built a truck or two. I built two trucks.
Good,
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that was last Friday night stream.
That's funny, actually, because I didn't watch it because I don't care about your show.
Yeah, agreed.
I was doing something. What was I doing on Friday that I didn't watch your show? Baseball game. I went to an in-person baseball game between the Toronto Blue Jays and some other team.
Well, it sounds like it was a nail biter, as all baseball games are.
Yeah, it's a snore fest. But I went for the hot dogs.
Mm. Your taste never fails to fail. Yeah.
Yes.
The stream on Friday, super productive. Got a truck mainly built, and then that's right. Saturday I went up to Brandon's house and drove toy trucks. and
Nice.
played with his children, and then came home and immediately had to shower and get the smell of children just away. They're toddlers, man.
Ew.
Toddlers. I was like, did you drool on me?
They have a funk.
Yeah, they do. I'm like, did you drool on
Yeah.
me? And he's like, yeah, he'll do that. I'm like, on purpose? He's like, yeah. Like, kids. I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah, me neither. Father's Day rapidly approaching. I could care less.
I mean, other than the ad money, I'm out too. But
Oh yeah.
if you're looking for a Father's Day gift, Ridgewall.
Don't you even dare try to sell your crummy wallets on
They're the best wallets.
You
I
know-
stand behind that. But
Oh, they might be, and that's fine. That said, if I was going to buy one, I certainly wouldn't use Harley 10. I would use Donut 10. Check out.
ridiculous.
Give those donut guys the money.
Ridiculous. Oh, I don't get any of that
Try-
money. It doesn't matter. Like,
try
I don't get a
SBG
percentage.
10.
Yeah, just try
SBG
10.
10. Just try it.
No, yeah, I don't get any of that money. Like, it's just a tracking thing. Like, you can.
So what's the point?
They just use it to like track and see how many people come through the links and use the codes. I hit.
All right. Well, Josh sold 0 or -4.
Hey,
Somehow he sold -4.
They came back somehow. So
It's can't be your winning personality.
I'm just saying. The burnt titanium, one of my favorites.
I love that you can't even get through it without laughing.
I love them.
When is Father's Day? Is that this weekend or next?
I don't know. I asked Nicole these things.
Do you also not celebrate those holidays with the rest of your family?
Nicole is great about that.
Oh, okay. So like your anniversary or
Doesn't count.
that doesn't matter. But family stuff. Family.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't. Nicole and I she's great about like holidays like that. Mother's Day, Father's Day. I don't know.
So it's it's the 17th then? Or whatever? Oh, my nose is itchy.
Yeah, usually closest
19th.
to 20th of June. Huh, what do you know? What's in?
There's an event next weekend, I guess, and I wanna try to get to that.
Oh, really? A local event.
Local-ish.
Local-ish.
Yeah.
A short drive.
It's actually it's at the place where I saw you in Canada.
Oh, it's at the Warsaw Caverns.
That's right.
That was a fun place.
Yeah, that is a fun place.
liked
I think
that.
it's a GCM event, so I'm going to try to make it out.
I
to
just
that.
remember driving through the woods, little beeple bopple through the rocks, and then all of a sudden, a adolescent child crawled out of a hole in the ground and scared the bejesus out of Nicole.
Josh, when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Yeah. This was a young a tween-ish, and he had a helmet on, and he came out of a hole in the ground. But
a
it was
true spelunker.
Yeah, they were, and then followed by several more. Just saying.
Well, sometimes when a man and a woman love each other very much,
Sometimes when a woman loves a man and another man and several more.
sometimes a woman's a lot like a beer. They're
Oh, I thought you were going to continue
tall,
with
cold. You'd step over your own mother just to have one. You can't stop at one. You want to have another woman.
this. A little beeple bopple through the rocks. Yeah, they just kind of,
Yeah, I wanted to mention that too. I feel like that's the perfect next shirt in my line of Josh's things he said. So we've got No Time to Dilly, which I absolutely love. And I think the next one's going to be just Beeple Bopple.
Beeple bopple through
Not even Through the Rocks, just Beeple Bopple.
Beeple bopple.
Just writing that down. In pencil,
Like a psychopath.
Beeple Bopple. All right. The stream is over.
That
Good
was
night.
good. I'm glad we got something accomplished. We can move on to the next. So
you built the scatter gun.
Yep,
doodad
I got that done
thing
on
last
Friday for the
right?
most part.
Okay.
You know, I got the that was the first time I wired up one of the Holmes Crawlmaster minis that you used for nationals. So
V2 or
no
V1.
V1. But since he's releasing V2, since he has V2s out, and I'm like, I should probably use up these V1s. So that's
a really interesting approach.
I still had 2 V1s, and I'm just like, I just need to use these up. So
I would not, just from personal experience, don't use that one.
The ESC is fine. It's the BEC that's the problem.
I didn't have a BEC on it.
Well,
I had my own BEC.
That's true. You know, sometimes, Matt, there's times when it's just like, you know what?
When a man and a woman love each other very much and they're wiring their ESCs.
When there's certain issues that you have that I'm just like, you know what? If I'm going to chalk that up to a manufacturing defect or a user defect, there's sometimes I decide on which way to lean.
This is so mean. You're very mean. I never make fun of you ever. I'm always really super nice to you. I'm always extremely complimentary about your styrene skills and all the scratch building you do.
Oh, man.
It's rude. Gunnar Nissen, thank you very much. Your package arrives for me tomorrow. Hey, all, tonight's code, #swampass, because this heat is BS.
It is getting
for doing that.
Quite hot here.
Not here. It was 21 degrees today.
I'm sorry that you're going to have to wait a day, Matt, for that. But this isn't the one, but in that package, I would show you, but there's the new bacon jerky, and there's one called Sriracha Cha.
Oh. And that appeals to me.
You don't even have to love sriracha. If you do, bonus. If you don't, it's still one of the best things I've ever had.
Holy cow. All right. In your life.
It's freaking... I would make myself physically ill if I had a mass of it in front of me. I would... So they do come in the smaller bags. What size are these? 1 ounce bags. Instead of the 3 ounce.
Bacon.
Yeah, agreed.
It's bacon.
I'm telling you that I could easily eat a pound of it. I would eat 16 bags of these, and without getting up, except to grab my blood pressure medication. So,
Gunner, Proline by the fire. Bring a pound of bacon sriracha jerky. Okay.
I had talked about it on Friday's stream because it had showed up to my office on Friday. Oh, which, by the way, that one of the new cardboard bitch, Joey, he came into my office with just like a laughing, which he's not allowed to do in my office. He came in laughing.
He's not allowed to laugh in your office?
No, I have a rule. Once you get to at Cardboard Bitch, they're not allowed to laugh. They're not even allowed to laugh in the building. It's business only. But he walks into my office laughing and just brings this box to me. I'm like, what is so fun? And then I realize that all over the box that Gunnar has sent me, it says, "Eat my meat." So when Joey received it in shipping, he just sees a box that just says "Eat my meat" all over it. And he's like,
I can understand why he would laugh.
Is this addressed to you in particular? Because he...
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I wonder if mine's going to say anything on the outside.
I mean,
probably.
He was I'm
a little bit like,
thank you, Gunnar.
No one's allowed to laugh in your office?
Obviously, I'm kidding.
See, like, if you had written that down, I don't know if I'd get the sarcasm, but in real life, usually sarcasm is a little more detectable. I feel like Josh is going to do the Chris Farley heart attack skit, but IRL.
I would if I had that much. I'm
just a little bit of Polish sausage.
So, if you use we pinned the code up there, #SwampAss at Satisfied Jerky. Get 3 times as much of that. Like you're thinking, you know what? I'm going to try that. Get 3 times as much as you think you want to. Just telling you now. You'll thank me.
Well, and if you don't like it, you'll find someone who does.
Oh, it's so
I'm pretty excited about getting that tomorrow. I will have some. Thank you, TRD Adventures. Sorry, I was having a stroke. What's up? Stopped and picked up another Gatekeeper kit to build while watching tonight before I catch up on Kenobi. Now, Josh, when a man and a woman like Star Wars a lot.
Oh, okay. Kenobi's a Star Wars thing. I was just like,
yes.
I feel like I should know that.
You should, but you don't.
If you would have used it in his proper name, Mr. Kenobi or
Mr. Benjamin Obi-Wan Mortimer.
Yeah. So, that was the
Kenobi. I'm looking forward to that jerky. I'm not going to lie.
Definitely should.
No notes on yours. Didn't want it held up in customs. Smart. Smart call.
It's funnier when you send it to an office like that, I guess.
Never open something that says that. Never. Da Bears. Beat the Meat, a comp sponsored by Gunnar Nissen and Satisfied Jerky.
Oh my God!
So you're using the V1, yeah?
Yep.
I ended up popping the V2 in the Ground Fox build that I'm doing here, and paired that up with the Holmes 2200 kV revolver.
Oh, you get the fast one in there. Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
That is.
I put one of the low profiles up front.
So after I got everything,
a lot of nice parts on here.
After I got everything set up with that scatter gun, I was just like, I really like that revolver. And like I said, I was using. So I had text Holmes and I said, hey, I need to give me like one of each of the revolvers as far as the KVs, controllers for them, and then if you have any of the low profile servos, and send me a bill because I need to try because the only revolvers I had here still not installed anything were 1000 kV, which is what I ended up installing in there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Which honestly, actually, with the gearing in that truck,
what's the turn conversion? Is that enough?
I mean, it would be pretty slow, but those revolvers have enough torque that you can gear them pretty well. And actually, it's probably geared pretty close to what my comp truck is right now. So it's actually pretty good.
I haven't checked the gearing, but I did a little test run just here on the bench, and it seemed like it had a good amount of get up and go if I needed it. So
yeah. So 2200 for sure.
It's an easy kit to put that together. I went for the build yourself option. I don't know if you've got it any other way yet.
Yeah. No, same. Which was one of those things like I just hadn't, and I did the a while back. I had shown one of my Instagram ad purchases, which was that Omnifix. Let me tell you, that was the first time I really attempted to use it.
This stuff is fantastic. It's a game changer.
This is better. I promise you.
This works really well, and I don't know. It was like $4 or something.
I don't remember what this cost. Let's not bring
dollars. If you are doing any like raw boards and you're doing soldering, anything, get one of these. Super handy.
The Omnifix.
Or get what Josh got. It's Omnifix.
Because you can clamp the board on with one, you grab the wires of the other side, or do both. Especially if you're doing like a power lead and the BEC lead and trying to get everything on there. First time I really took advantage of it. They're magnetic little feet that you can move around.
I love it. That's good.
I was so happy with it. So.
West Desert Wheelers here. Hi, Logan. Speaking of comp trucks, I saw Josh's teaser of his MOA build today on Instagram.
So, That's kind of a teaser, except the fact that if I was to really show you that, you would see that the packing slip from that says 2017
like 100 years ago.
When that was sent to me. They don't make, that company doesn't exist anymore. And that chassis is actually like sought after. I've found it at times and been like, oh crap, look at this. And like taking a picture and someone's like, hey, can I buy that? And I'm like, I'm not really looking to buy it. And then like a couple months later, they'll be like, can I buy that? And I'd be like, fine. And then I can never find it. And then I ran across it again the other day. I was like, oh, hey. But now maybe except the only problem is like, if I want to build one, like I'm going to have to buy $2,000 axles.
Oh, no.
Dude,
no.
It's a thing. Like if I want to, because if I'm going to build one.
These are Josh World problems, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, like, if you're going to go to a nationals, but, so that's why I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to build it. I just found my old chassis. I'm like, I could do it. Oh, spammers.
All right. Nice. Hey, let's get to mail call because we got to get Richard in here before he goes to bed.
What? Before he goes to bed?
Yeah. He works outside, man. Got to get up early.
That seems ridiculous. Okay. I have one thing for mail call.
Super. This will be quick.
So,
I'll go first because I got more things.
Go for it.
I got a whole bunch of stuff from.
Hey,
Edge.
I've seen those particular parts before.
So these items, these are the dredgers in orange.
Yes.
I've never purchased anything orange from Vanquish ever. I feel very filthy doing it, but I got all the orange parts.
Dan came in and was just like, "What is wrong with Matt?
Is he not feeling well?"
It's like, what? He ordered orange.
Is he building
stuff.
something for you? And then I got more of the 101s because I like this wheel.
Yep.
I like that wheel. Okay, go ahead.
I bought one thing, and it was because on my live stream on Friday, my flush cuts were just not cutting it anymore. And one of the guys is like, "Hey, I've been a 12-volt tech for 20 years, and these Nipix are the only brand to own." So they
look pretty nice.
A very expensive pair of flush cuts, but I can now take my old standard ones that I've probably had 10 pairs of. That, man, I can see holes in the jaws. And
Nipix is nice, but have you tried Zoron?
No. No, I have not.
Well, I highly recommend Zoron.
Yeah. Also sold by 14 other brands in the same. So yeah, Nipix. They can go with.
There's one called the Feely.
I do like Nipix in general. So they are expensive, but like
you get what you pay for.
It's like a $28 pair of flush cuts.
All right. Blind Guy RC, thank you very much. Hey, Speed Racer ordered green and bronze rims. Weird. To go together?
That could work. That would work.
Who makes green?
I don't know.
Who makes green?
But green and bronze, I could totally see that. Gigawatt RC, thank you, sir. Oh my God, I watched Flying Cars on Monday.
You are welcome.
I love it.
Yes. I watched it again over the weekend. With Rebecca.
I still need to. Oh my God, I need to finish it after I started it again. I think I might go out in the garage and weld tonight though again. So.
Oh, all right. Now, secondly, in that same package were some things that I had you order from A-Main for me because I was lazy.
Oh yeah.
That was some. Actually, I've already installed them, but Hex Conversion for the Kyosho Mini Z axles because they don't have a standard hex.
Right.
It's a Kyosho way. And I got some SSD wheels, and this is for this whole Mini Z conversion project with the Furatech Komodo and Lizard and Akashi chassis and everything. And the wheels look great. And I put Wrangler MTRs on it, but I just think it's maybe a little bit too big.
That looks silly, Matt.
It's definitely widened out the track width a bit too, which is nice. But
that looks like something I'd build.
Much. Yeah. So what I'll end up doing probably is there's already brass weights that Kyosho made for the Mini Z. But what I'll do is I'll just stick these BFGs from the Axial on there. Yeah. That'll look a lot better. A lot better. It tucks a lot more too, because these actually stick out a fair bit.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It looks comedic.
Yeah, it looks best. Nico. New bright.
I know. You know what? I thought about Ben's Gladiator on 40s when I put this together, and I was like,
you know what?
Too much.
You know what it needs? It needs another bumper that comes off of the axle and goes way in front of the car. You know?
Yes.
That's what it needs.
Yep.
Jeremiah Salberg. Thanks, sir. Should I make my kids watch flying cars? Yes. Should I make my kids watch? You know what?
No, you
I feel like they'll think less of you for also being an RC person, so I do not suggest it. VFD Twin is done. Blind RC, nice. Pro builds. Oh, the pro builds, the green and brown. Okay, gotcha. That was really cool.
Okay.
The so you just put together an element truck over that you showed us.
Yes, I did. I put it together twice now.
Yeah,
I put it together twice now because this is the Ground Fox chassis from Artful Dodgers, and then right over here, I had to take all the parts off of this, but this is the TGH. What do they call this one?
The Titan.
The Titan. This is the Titan chassis. So all of the things on here were on here, with one exception. The Ground Fox has this great clocking of the transmission. Right. You can see that there.
Lays everything way
It
flat.
rotates the whole thing around, lays it way super flat, and puts the motor front without having to flop it around with the top shaft conversion.
Puts the motor in front.
Here, sorry. This is the front of the car.
Yeah.
And puts the motor on the front. Or puts it forward. The other way, the transmission has the motor the other way.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
what?
It's still pretty much just centered.
Centered, but facing this way at least.
I don't even know that it is. I don't even know that. I would like you to measure from center of the wheel.
No, it's... Shut up.
You have a funny definition of forward.
It's forward of where it would be normally. Such an ass. Good night, everyone. That's the end of this show. Forever. My new guest, anybody else, will be on next week.
Okay.
All right. I'm calling and adding Richard.
Okay.
How do I do that again?
There's a thing that says add. Any update on the TRX4 brass Bronco build?
Where?
No, it is still leaving dents in my carpet over here. And it's I will finish it as soon as I'm going to the next event that has a tug of war. That is my rule to myself.
Where's add? I don't know where that is.
It's there. Sorry.
I'm on your call. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be at the bottom, I think. Jeremiah Salberg, thank you, sir. FYI, if you really want to test the strength of a Restrival 7 servo, let your 4-year-old get the front wheels jammed and then the deck steps and let him crank on it. Yeah, I've seen kids burn up a lot of really nice electronics by some. And this is why I'm clearly not a parent, because I see the parent. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you letting your child? And then every time, not every time, obviously.
We're adding you, Richard. One moment. Where is he?
have to fix your
Richard
weird video.
Camera on. Turn your camera on.
Why? Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you.
All right. Can you see me?
Oh gosh, there he is. Hang on. Could you put a hat on, or no? Don't put a hat on. Don't put a hat on. All right. Welcome to the show, Turks and Jerps, also known as Pardon My Noob, also known as Richard Not Trigilio.
Yes, I'm still trying to get his video to show up. It is not showing up for me yet. It's just giving me a massive Skype logo. Oh, nope, that is yours.
Get with the program. Let's check the comments, see if there's any questions. You have questions for Turks and Jerps.
You and I both kind of came up with
we
some
do
things.
have questions. We have questions.
Got a haircut.
This
is the haircut episode.
Big,
you wear
big haircut.
You should have gotten your haircut. This is big haircut. Go. If you are not familiar with Richard, he is a substantially amazing scratch building wizard. He's built some pretty incredible trucks over the years. He's a forum member. He's been team driver. He's done it all. He's proprietor of Smiggins Folly, which is the premier fake street tiny truck village.
It's the #1 most popular park in my yard.
People are saying greetings, King of Styrene. Hello, American Matt. I think I'm more the Canadian Richard. Actually, I think that's probably more accurate.
The friendly version of me.
The more on-screen personality version of the two of us. And he's like 12 years old. No, he's not.
The latest video release of the just constant rolling over, one of my favorites.
That Mogridge really underperforms now.
It's just...
I don't know why. I don't think there's any way to improve it. Definitely not.
You had a lot of people trying to help you in the chat, though, like in the comments. There was a lot of people saying it's just too topic.
Which is weird. I don't know how it could be. I didn't put the stiffest springs I could find on it, and add about 2 pounds of wood to it, to essentially a toy RC.
Wait a second. What?
Yeah. Now,
they're just.
I think this would be a great, the hard-hitting questions that we planned to ask Richard this week that we didn't tell him. How do you feel about the FMS releases over the last 12 months?
Well, they look like the trucks they're supposed to look like. They sure come out with a lot of stuff like fast. It's like rapid.
They are.
I mean,
yeah.
But like it's the same chassis and stuff, but they're doing something right. And the little boxes they come in are super cute. I wish they would just do like, a normal scale.
That would be fantastic.
Because like all these different
that would be
scales
really nice.
They're kind of stressing me out in here because there's like all these, and it's hard to find little men for them, or dolls, as they're known. But I think they're groovy.
That's a big concern in the Scale Builders Guild, is what size man fits in what. Yeah. Josh never has that problem, obviously, because he doesn't care about accuracy or looking good.
I just...
as evidenced by his
haircut would show.
Yeah.
I spend all my time judging you guys and your doll collection.
I got a new doll if we're going to show off things.
I think we are. It's absolutely the time for that.
Yeah, what did you get in the mail this week? That's what we want to know.
Okay, well, we got a doll, actually. It's a lady doll. For,
I know
fiance.
who that's for.
Her prop. Yeah, she picked it out. We got 2 of them because one we have to cut her legs off to be like Uncle Albert. So I guess
now,
Uncle Albert is her betrothed.
since you brought up the addition that since our last time here on the stream, which was a fiance, officially.
Yeah.
You guys have been dating a couple of years?
2 years.
2 years, yeah. So, how was the introduction to everything and the manicured miniature forest in the backyard and just like?
Uh,
How did that go? I'm curious.
How
too.
did that? Like, when was it third date before you're like, okay?
no, I think it was the second date. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna. She came over. I think it was the second date because her car broke down, and she's like, I'm gonna have to cancel. My car's like whatever. I'm at my mom's. She like broke down near her mom's house, and I said, well, I'll bring my tools over see if I can fix it. So I brought my code reader. It was like I forget. It was like a camshaft position sensor, crankshaft, something. I don't know. And I swapped it out, and then came back, and I said, well, let me show you my dog. That's a natural progression of a date for me. So I fix your car, show you my toys. But yeah.
Not only am I handy, I'm also.
But I'm also a weirdo.
Yeah. She's like,
so yeah.
oh, okay, cool doll. And then you're like, if you like the doll, wait until you see the backyard.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she was intrigued by my.
Obviously, she is, because you bought her. What was the first RC that you bought her?
1.9 Wraith. A Wrath.
Yeah. Yeah. I was confused
I
as to
approve.
what model.
I fully approve of that choice. Great.
Yeah, it was a pretty rad little toy.
But she's upgrading now, right?
Yeah, we're upgrading to this kind of thing. She wanted a real.
Okay.
It's a little bit everything.
Yeah, I see it. VS410 chassis, AR44s.
With leaf springs, as
You've
I've
done
done
it.
to
You
every
did it
single
again?
one of mine. Yeah,
Obviously.
This, third time? I didn't stretch the wheelbase though, so you should be happy about that.
Okay.
But so it's got the axial stuff and just like different junk I had laying around.
What a Frankenstein.
Did you have to coach
like
her the appropriate way that was allowed to drive through Smiggins Folly? Like, okay, I understand that.
Yeah, I turned down the power on the stock radio to like half or whatever it is, 30%.
Yeah, why is that? I don't think when I first picked up a controller, I didn't just automatically pin it like Josh does. Like, I knew that there's this thing called control, and a variable amount of pressure on that throttle will affect the amount of speed that's generated by the vehicle.
Slow down there, egghead.
Don't be a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she just likes the full throttle, just maniac stuff.
Oh, that's one way to live your life, I guess.
Dale C, thank you.
She's got a leg up on Nicole. Josh never buys her any.
Oh, I buy them all the time. She just never appreciates it.
No, not for her.
Oh no, every one of them.
Not once have you gone. This is
I
for
say
you,
it all
honey.
the time.
Yeah.
Dale C, thank you. He goes, I showed my wife your park, and I was given the look. Okay, I was given the okay to build a course on our property as long as it looked like yours. How much do you charge?
That could be a good business.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get into the business of traveling around the country building tiny parks,
manicuring tiny trees.
trucks. Yeah,
the upkeep.
I like that idea. That's pretty good.
The upkeep's where they get you. It's the maintenance.
I've got a question from Ian Turbot, or Turbo TT. Does the Rodeo Clown have an adhesive he prefers for attaching styrene to metal? I guess, Richard, you're the Rodeo Clown.
And he's frozen. On my end, at least.
Oh, he is frozen.
Okay, on both of our ends.
I hope he comes back.
Well, at least he's got an interested face.
Oh, here he is. There he is. He's back. Did you miss that question? I will repeat
question?
it. Does the Rodeo Clown have an adhesive he prefers for attaching styrene to metal? I guess you're the Rodeo Clown.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Former profession.
Yeah.
You froze again. Darn it all.
And that's how I heard.
His Wi-Fi is up to the same technology that his suspension choices are.
Oh man, rude.
Advanced? Well, I've been having some difficulties. My computer crashed right before we went live, and it wouldn't turn back on. Huh. So, what about Rodeo Clown?
Stainless or sorry,
how
styrene
do you
to
attach metal? Yeah, how do you attach styrene to metal? Yeah.
Why would you?
I just asked the questions.
E6000.
E6000. That's probably a good choice.
I feel like.
Oh, he keeps saying he's a Rodeo Clown for your job.
Oh.
Right. You've said that before, I think, that you're a Rodeo Clown.
That does.
In your ask me anything.
Yeah, I think I said I was an alligator wrestler too, or something, or an astronaut.
Which one is it?
Moving to Florida.
Moving right along.
I'm an astronaut lawyer. Astronaut lawyer.
I'm a rocket surgeon. God.
Okay. Let's get to the real questions, which I have already lost.
Oh yeah. Pull that up, Matt.
You emailed them to me.
I did
right?
email.
Did you email them
to
me?
Did I eat my gummy bears? No, I did not.
Oh, good. Yeah, because you just bought a Prusa, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna start building it tomorrow night live on my.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna do it live.
That's gonna be an 8-hour live stream.
Well, a little bit.
Spectacular. Yeah, it's gonna take you a long time. It was
you're gonna get through just the extruder on your live stream. Like that thing.
Sounds good.
Was.
Yeah, you'll only get to eat 10 gummy bears the entire night.
Yeah, I ate all of the gummy bears before they got to the step that explained how you're supposed to divvy them out. I was like, ooh, gummy bears, and I ate them, and then I was like getting through the first steps, and like, now you should open the gummy bears and eat. I'm like, what? Like,
it's very clear if you go on the website and actually look at it that you're supposed to use.
You can't send me
each step.
Gummy bears or bacon jerky and not expect it to disappear.
Can't send you anything.
How do I get jerky?
Listen.
We can get you some jerky.
First question. Where's the meat? Where's the meat? And can I have more of it?
There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. You can just go there.
Yes.
And enter code what's
Harley
the code today?
10 to save 15% off at ridgewallet.com.
Hashtag shut up. Hashtag swamp ass. You'll get some percentages off there. If you want jerky, I'm sure we can organize some jerky. Okay, first question, and this one should generate some discussion. You have to. Does he get to choose what actual trucks? I think we should make this personalized for him. No, let's let him.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, fine. No. We'll keep it as this is keep, sell, or destroy. Okay, this is like your murder, death, kill.
MFK, yeah.
MFK. Okay, you get to choose from Axial, Element, and Traxxas. Keep, sell, destroy.
You get to keep all of one, sell all of one, destroy all of it.
Like I own it,
the whole
or
thing.
I have their truck.
Yeah, you've got all three of those at home.
No matter what, I'm running them into the ground.
Wood campers on everything.
It's just leaf springs. Traxxas would have leaf springs. Yeah, okay, so I'd keep Traxxas, and I would make a hard body with leaf springs, but it would have an 8 scale, like brushless in it, and it'd be ridiculous. Kill?
No, keep, sell, or destroy.
How do you destroy a company? I feel like if I kept
No,
it,
you can just destroy the. I mean, I guess that
It
also
kind of
counts
still
as an
kind of
answer.
still kind of works.
This is tough. I didn't know there'd be hard hitting. I wasn't prepared.
Maybe we should have made it more like, let's replace element for you with RC 4-wheel drive.
That's allowable.
Okay.
That should make it easier.
Yeah. Destroy. Yeah. But they're well on this.
Just, no effort needed.
Just let it happen on its own.
Give them some more funding to let them come up with some wild stuff, and stuff nobody asked for. And it's not like they're trying to create a market. Like you build it, they will come. Like we'll just come up with something, and yeah, nobody wants it.
Now,
like who's got a gun to their head, telling them you have to make?
Oh, I kind of thought it was you because
Yeah.
you got that FJ55 on the poster behind you there, and.
No, but that's
Don't
because that's history.
The FJ55.
Oh.
Exactly. Thank you, Richard.
A lot of people, they were like, "Oh, that's an ugly body." Yeah, just because it was done poorly. I think it's beautiful.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good looking
It's
truck.
not.
It's
You're
honestly,
both.
it's a great
This is what I
looking truck,
knew
and
this
it's
stream would be.
Historically,
It's the only
important.
reason we have Richard on is because he has the same bad taste as you, and this.
Yeah, well, he got me
Yeah.
the post.
Oh my God!
That was a gift. That was a gift.
And you act. People get me things too, Richard, and I don't always just hang. Why? That.
But we like that.
Did you
truck.
get one of those bodies, Richard?
No.
Okay.
No. Hi, Kitty.
No, Richard did not get it.
Charlie. No. It's cool,
No.
and the people who painted them on the outside made them look like much better than like what they're showing. So,
Yeah. RC
Still,
Drive Drive did the worst job of depicting their own product for sure.
they made
Even today, I saw a reel or a story today, and it was still painted on the outside, and it was shot in regular speed.
Yeah.
And because it's the long wheelbase chassis and there's no weight to it at all, it's just kind of like.
they must have left all the leaf springs on and like on a 2-ounce body, but like started watching a new season of Stranger Things. There's an FJ55 parked at the high school parking lot.
Yep.
Blue and white. Saw that first
There you
thing.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
DK here
Full size
said,
or not?
How to destroy a company? Rusty Blazer.
Rusty.
Oh
Now you.
yeah.
Which is funny because Richard, you made an example of that after they
He did it.
to show how it should.
That was the one he did for the promotional photos, right? That was his. He did it. He did it for the
that
famous
wasn't.
YouTuber. He. He.
This was just a piss take, and I just dumped like half a pound of salt on wet paint, and turned out better than like, yeah.
Then the sponge painted version that they used as a.
No, I think they
Oh,
used
man.
salt chipping. It looks like sponge paint, but I wanted to like reverse engineer. But if you look closely, you could tell it was salt chipped, but like with no rhyme or reason.
Right. Let's leave those bumpers chrome, guys.
Yeah, like
But it's a
Don't
resto
touch any of it. Don't touch
mod,
anything else.
mod, as they said.
No,
People wouldn't
Master
resto mod like that. They wouldn't put chrome stuff on a rat rod or something. That would defeat the whole purpose. It's weird.
just.
You would like, you'd leave it patinaed on the outside, and you'd have like a mint condition like engine under the hood or bonnet,
Yes.
as they say. And,
Bonnet. Thank you. I
but
was,
like,
Yeah, as all the Chevy fans say, that's exactly how they put it. It's
one thing we should mention though is that if you've seen that Roman Atwood series of videos with the white Toyota
Can you
and then the RC,
Can you explain the
white
video?
Toyota.
Which one was it, Matt? I don't understand. I don't remember. Explain it.
the one with the little people running around.
Like the figures you have?
No, like
but smaller.
Like
smaller.
smaller than that. So very. I don't understand.
Don't try
Yeah.
to catch me in some sort of trick I'm not fooled by you.
I need you.
Fool me once, shame on.
I need you to explain this further. I don't understand.
Fool me twice. You can't fool me again. Now, Richard, you built that tiny truck that they sent. RC 4-wheel drive sent that to that guy, right?
Correct.
Did you know the video premise that was to follow?
No, that was.
I'm sure nobody did. I'm sure nobody did. Yeah.
It may be kept a secret, so I wouldn't be inclined to charge more or something. But I don't really know. I mean, it's a surprise, but it was neat. Although, I mean, honestly, I didn't know who it was when I first found out because I don't really follow much internet. But seems like a cool guy. He's seemed to
get a lot of attention.
Reached out to me a couple times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so he gives me a heads up when a new little thing. So that's cool.
Cool. That's great.
You know, I haven't watched many
awesome.
Roman Atwood
I think that's the biggest importance.
Videos.
No, I don't know much about him either. This was the
was
first.
Like a prankster or something.
Is that what it is?
Is that what he does?
Or it used to be, and now he's just with vlogs. But I think he was like a trickster.
He raced in one of the recent Cletus McFarlane races, which is a YouTuber that I do follow, and I was just like, Richard built a truck for him. So
that's the connection.
There we go. Right. Team Garage Hack, thank you, sir. How are you tonight? We're doing fantastic. Richard is joining us. Turks and Jerps, aka also Pardon My Noob, the man with the many. The man by many names. Witty names. Witty names.
And no friends.
And no friends. I'm your friend, Richard.
Like I said.
Oh, hard hitting. Chuck's RC Habit, thank you very much. Good evening, guys. Welcome, Turks. Glad to see you on the show. Run vid for the Porsche. I'll get to it. Josh, how's your welder? It's good. I don't need him to answer that. Looking forward to the Prusa video. He will be watching you put together your Prusa.
Hit the full clock here.
A small part of it.
Got all of it. Build one piece on every live stream for the next week.
All right. I'll get those watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get those watch hours so you can get monetized. Did we finish Keep, Sell, Destroy? Did you get through that? You're destroying RC 4-wheel drive.
Destroying everything, it sounds
like. I mean, yeah. And then I have to marry Axiom.
That's right.
Take it out on a date.
Yeah. Show them your dolls.
Hot dog. Okay.
Fix one of the cars for them. It's perfect.
Speaking of hot dogs, why does everybody on the internet call them glizzies? Is that like a Gen Z thing?
That's a New York City thing. It's New York.
Well, New York.
I don't understand it.
I got something to tell you. That is not busted.
Glizzies used to be slang for like a gun, didn't it?
I have such a hard time.
Saw it today.
I saw it today. I've seen it on a few videos. People talking about glizzies.
I've listened to a podcast called Bodega Boys, so I've been hearing them call it that but they're from the New York area, so they've been calling them that for a while. But still,
it's a New York thing. It's stupid.
All right, you can stay there.
It.
Bing bong.
Get life.
I have not watched Flying Cars. I refuse to watch it, just like Star Wars, Matrix, and everything else.
But Flying Cars doesn't have anything to do with the Matrix.
I could.
It doesn't, though.
I just don't like to watch anything anybody tells me to.
Fine, don't
whether I'm depriving myself or not.
Right.
Don't watch it.
When was the last time you sent?
I don't care.
When was the last time you sent a fax, Richard?
A week ago at work.
Okay.
They have a fax machine at your work?
A Faxtrola? Yeah, actually, that's how we get all of our upcoming interments. They have to fax it, so the fax is coming hot and heavy.
This makes so much more sense.
Is it on like a roll? Is it the hot?
Do you have to take off the outsides after it comes through?
So the side, yeah, and you make the little springy thing to fold them over.
Back.
That's also when it's anybody's birthday. That's how they send through the banner.
Yeah.
Just comes through on the fax.
No, it's like a giant room-sized Xerox machine. Got a rotary
Incredible.
crank on it.
Did you manage to make it down to K&K? You said you were going to pop down for the day. Did you go?
No.
That's-
I says I must work for the government. Worse, I work for the Catholic Church. No, I didn't. What was the story?
Sorry.
Well, it's like $5.25 a gallon. Toyota Tacoma is, for as small as it is, it's terribly bad gas mileage.
Yeah, I did hear
Go to
that
the beach. I think we went to the beach.
K&K was a great event, but that the turnout
Weather was nice, actually.
was less than they hoped.
Yeah. Yeah,
was it?
not as many people.
Didn't see
Yeah.
much about it.
I honestly, I do
Yeah,
think that
not as
the
much
like you alluded to, that honestly the price of travel for people, they're just like, that's going to affect a lot of that.
To spend that much money to get there, and even if I stayed there in the RTT, but still, like, if you got to pay for tickets, like, I'm gonna spend hundreds of dollars to lose at an event and break my truck, and
Maybe win a set of wheels.
Yeah, that's
or two tires. I've won one pair of tires before.
What were those 2.2
The
tires that
Two-Face?
four-wheel drive sent us?
Two-Face.
Yep.
And they gave them away to everybody.
Yeah. That was our Christmas present one year
Jeep
as team
fenders.
drivers.
JK fenders.
rears.
Yeah, we got the aluminum JK fenders, just the fronts.
Oh,
me.
I was gonna say I got rears a couple of times. Yeah, that's.
Oh, nice. Were you a team driver too, Josh?
No, but before I offended them so regularly, they used to still just like send me. They still send me Christmas cards, but
I don't know.
I'm going to start opening
I've
their
been trying to offend
packages
them for a long
outside when I open them. That's.
I have a collection of when they used to give like the little free random gear or something to like in an order. I have like a bag full of all the goofy stuff still. Just
right, because they used to give a free gift with purchase.
A juggernaut gear, some kind of thing.
I've got drive shafts for a first generation. They're like XVDs for an axle that nobody would ever have.
Oh my god!
12 millimeter hex adapter for a 2-wheel drive truck. That's almost semi-handy though. But
I mean, that's not the worst.
Hang on.
Yeah, like
no, I got like MOA crawler parts and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Stuff that nobody would ever buy that they've had for 15
that's one of those
years.
things that it's like it's less like a free gift and more just like, was this a mistake?
Free garbage.
Yeah, free garbage. Like,
they feel guilty like throwing it out. They're like, oh well.
We'll make this guy have to make this decision, and instead he'll keep it in a small bin underneath his workbench for 6 years. Like,
pass the burden on to the customer is basically their motto.
I put all my stuff into a bin. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. In that, the bin is called RC 4-wheel drive hop-ups.
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 God, you're old.
But it's all like, oh, here's something that's probably super important. One moment. Here we go. What we got here? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Delrin skid.
Oh, the TF2. That let's make something that hangs even lower than this transfer case already does. And
yes, please.
But it's Delrin.
Yeah, but it's got electrolytes.
So when you hit the rock,
Yeah, you might not break anything off.
Oh,
here we go.
What do we got, Richard? Show us something good.
Killer Crawler 2 axle shaft.
Wow.
Excellent.
If anybody, did you guys ever see one of those Killer Crawler 2s in person?
Thankfully, no.
Got my name on it, guys.
That
Merry Christmas.
That Killer Crawler 2 was the biggest. I mean, it was massive, bigger than like a normal Super would be. And somehow, I mean, it was made to the exact quality that you think RC four-wheel drive would make something that large with that kind of stress.
Right.
They should make full size.
Yeah. That was.
I'm sure their factory is capable. Just scale up what they're doing already. F. Doug Williman, thank you very much. How long before Richard makes super chat money? I'm not sure. How many more minutes do you need a month?
I need like 400 to reach the 4,000.
400 hours.
You're so close.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Turks and Jerps on YouTube, so I can quit my job.
It's a very worthwhile sub. Richard puts out some great videos. There's some really handy how-tos on there too.
And his fax number is in the
check
description of every one of them. So.
Oh my God.
Fax me or page me anytime.
His pager business is his third business.
Not getting a sig on the beeper.
Since you're quite the styrene wizard, do you have any projects you want to show us? I'd like to see the Suburban again because I like that truck so much.
Okay. I made the roof out of styrene. Like, that's advanced. That was,
three pieces.
What was the why did you do that thing?
Because there's one on the online. There's a fella. He has a Unimog collection, and like he can take the camper off and put it on his different one.
Awesome.
So actually, it's pretty cool.
And Josh, I don't know if you remember this or not, but Axial Fest 2018 had a food truck that was a Unimog.
I mean, I remember it
with a big camper on the back. So why? That's why.
Did you go to that food truck?
Yeah.
It was a pizza? No, it wasn't the pizza.
No, the pizza one was good.
No, the pizza one was good.
It was the other one.
There's the Suburban for a minute.
Yeah. That thing is so rad.
Hey,
what kind of chassis is underneath that?
Well, that's a PS410 with a extra long wheelbase, you bet.
Heck yeah, baby.
I did like. I loved the
model.
The troll of the troll that they actually did on there, with the PVC links that they're, not PVC but painted, and then with the PVC lettering, and it was mimicked on that. It's very good.
Yeah, Richard did all that.
Yeah,
you're an excellent guy when it comes to the detail and the little comedy things. That's one of the things about Richard's builds that always really intrigues me is the amount of deep dives you can do and finding really funny things.
What was the last truck you built that wasn't on leaf springs? That wasn't that Unimog?
That didn't have at least
there was 0 leaf springs on or around the vehicle.
Why would I do something like that?
It's such a stupid thing to ask, Josh.
I haven't honestly built that many trucks lately. I've just been sidetracked with stupid things. I don't know. Probably the Suburban was the last one I actually finished without a leaf spring on it. It was last spring.
Checkered Past wants to know. Sorry, go ahead.
Thanks, Ben, for the.
Oh, I don't remember. Onward.
Okay.
And upward.
Checkered Past wants to know how many reference pictures do you typically use in a build? How many things would you print out or take a photo of?
Print out.
Maybe a good side profile, a couple, as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'll just print them out on the fax machine.
The dot matrix printer. It's
My Richard's sound sucks. I'm sorry, that's just my voice. You are also one to print actual pictures versus look at digital references. Yeah, I'll do both. I'll keep it on my phone or whatever. But to have a full page printed out one, it's just so much easier to flip through, and you can put them side by side. When you're really getting into it.
Yeah.
For that
sometimes it's nice to have something printed out.
Yeah. And then
Josh doesn't understand this, Richard. I don't know why. It's like the most common sense thing ever. Sometimes it's not just looking at a digital image. It's not the same.
Or if you see a truck, they were doing some construction in town, and there was a old Chevy C60. It was being used as a fuel truck. It had a big tank on it. But I want to build a C60, a square body one. So I took a ton of pictures on my phone, and I'll print them out. And so you just get all the details, little weird stuff that you wouldn't see if you were designing a licensed body and Toyota approved it and it didn't even look like a 4Runner.
Just for, just throwing something out that it doesn't pertain to anything.
Just a random
company to be based in California, where you couldn't just buy a 4Runner for $3,000 and ogle over it and then sell it for profit afterwards.
You couldn't just go outside and look at it and go, that's not right.
No.
This line doesn't exist.
Yeah. It's difficult. Only
very complicated.
And you were in the place where the most cars were.
Listen, nothing is $3,000 here though.
That are still in running
there's
condition.
That.
Well, it doesn't matter. They can afford it.
Heavy tunes while I build, yeah. I like rock and roll music.
What's your favorite comic in the funnies? You're reading your paper and looking at your printed out pictures.
Oh my god, dude. You're such a rude... No one's going to come on this show anymore, Josh.
I always liked Garfield. I hate Peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts was always bad. Peanuts was so bad.
It was... what was Zit? Remember Zits, though? That was the best one.
No. I mean, I remember it, but...
It was not.
I remember, but you're wrong.
I hate Mondays.
Jay Walker wants to know, what build of yours is the flagship, that says Turks and Jerps the most to you? I've got my
I know my
choice,
answer
but
for
I
this
want to
one.
know which one you like the best.
In my current collection, I can't even remember what I built.
Yeah, let's just say in the current collection, what's the thing that would probably most easily define you?
But that's a Jerks and Terps, jerk build.
I definitely know my answer for this one.
I don't know. I mean, there's not really any...
There's no standout for you? Nothing that kind of tops this sort of the charts in terms of things you're most proud of building?
See, to me,
Well, there are, but I feel like my flagship should be something weird or quirky.
Yes.
But I really like my normal power ram, the Dodge. That's
there's
cool.
certain...
The Dodge is pretty
There's
great.
certain ones you can just... They could be a picture on the internet posted by whatever Instagram account is stealing photos at the time, and I could look at it and be like, even if I didn't know, I'd never seen the build, I'd be like, Richard built that one. And to me, it's your little rescue Jeep. The forward, I don't know what it is. It's like a panel wagon.
Oh,
little...
The
wooden Jeep.
M679 Jeep van ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, I'd get it down, but it's heavy. And
that would definitely be the one for me.
And if it's not that one, I would say the Austin thingy.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that one for sure.
Yeah,
Gypsy.
That is a weird truck.
That's the one with the mesh front grill cover thing. Yes. Okay. That.
Yeah, it's it's from a screen door, a screen.
that definitely would have been my second choice.
It's like a discount Land Rover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other one that I think gets a lot of attention is the Jupe.
Yeah.
The
Which
miniature
you sold
Cherokee.
to Vidjo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
to
one
one
I
of the
feel
mods.
is very, very me style.
I do like seeing that one as well.
So stupid, and people are like, "Why would you build this?" Well, because I can, and I'm an idiot. And that had leaf springs
And
too.
a 9-inch wheelbase, right? It was just like it was something.
I think like 8
Oh,
3/4,
God.
8.5, yeah. It was just basically universal joints for driveway.
Man. Shoot, there was another one I was gonna
Family
mention.
Circus, really? Family Circus is Nerf. That is Nerf ball.
It's not it's not even funny. It was never funny.
No, it was never meant to be funny. It was made to make you angry.
What about Dilbert? Well, how did you feel about Dilbert?
Yeah.
Dilbert never spoke to me because I know
They
I
made,
wasn't
they
in
made an
those
animated show about
Did
it.
they? I didn't remember that.
Like
See, it did.
half a season.
For me, like
Wes just chimed in. It's his fave.
That was pretty
so he's pretty happy on that one. A lot of people said the Tacoma that you did too, the MFAB Tacoma.
oh that
Probably
Yeah.
because that was the finest finish on an MFAB 3D printed body ever. Because if you've ever seen one of his 3D printed bodies, it's printed at like I wouldn't even know, like 40 mil. It's so rough when you get them. They require an awful lot of work to get to the stage that they looked like Richard made his
I
look.
think
So that one's
a big part of what sold that was just the photos, the background quality, the hand in the photo, which was just like there were so many things about not just the build, but just like how it was presented that kind of helped take it to that. So obviously a lot more goes into the trucks than just the trucks at times as well, and that was a good example of that. But
the Kyle punching XJ was another one of my favorites too.
That little video I made for that was my favorite. Nobody liked it because it has like 200 views, but all those monster cans, and I drove through it and they added sound effects. Like that was one of my prouder editing. And,
what did you? Where did you
showed,
find all the cans? Because you don't drink Monster.
Work. No, people at work were drinking them. I saved them. But
savages you work with, just throwing monsters at you.
What I feel was like my best work. It wasn't, critically acclaimed, what they would say, or. Okay, so everybody go find that video.
Go find the blacked out Traxxas TRX4 portal deleted XJ.
Open dips.
Dips.
Motor overheating, just
what tires ground down to the carcass.
I mean, there was some.
Those were the Milestar Patagonias too, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't make them worse, so that's good. It was a good use for them.
One comment in here from Moose Jaw that I wanted to mention. Your inspiration comes from just a love of trucks, or you see a certain truck and you just go for that. That's what he wants to know. Like, is it something you see, or is it just everything that you love is where you get your inspiration?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes I'll see something and I'm like, that's cool. Like I want to build just like that. And I get all like funny inside, like not
it's like a sneeze but better.
No, but like I guess it's like anxiety about it because I want to build it right now, but I can't because I have other stuff, and I'm like I can feel like I get warm and I'm like freaking out, and then I never build it.
Well, Richard, when a man likes a truck very much,
you just feed off that high. So Moose Jaw had a question here. Says, do you get material for the build or simply use what you got? And I was kind of thinking of like trying to turn that into one of those, like, do you have an idea for a build and it's just like it's one of those ones you want to build and you're going to do it in 6 months, or is it like you have all of a sudden you run across the idea you want and you just will drop other things to just work on that? Will you drop everything to like work on a new fancy idea that you have, or do you just plan everything out way in the future and then get to it eventually?
Oh, sometimes I drop everything, but then I never follow through. Like, I feel like if I start it, I've at least started it to take the anxiety away of it. But for a while I was doing a good job, and I cleared out like almost all my ongoing projects, and then they just piled on again. So I'm trying not to get emotions for other builds.
It's hard though.
In the meantime.
I'm sure, Josh, you're the same way.
Oh, to a fault, for sure.
You see something new, and you just kind of go, I'll work on that later.
Yeah,
and then you don't.
You just always want to build. You always want, it's the beginning parts of all of them are always super exciting, and you have that rush, and it's one of those things. I think that it goes with the fact that this is technically a hobby still for all of us. Like, even if Matt and I are monetized currently, like, this isn't exactly what you call a money-making adventure. So it's one of those things like,
you wait.
Yeah, just step one, start a YouTube channel. Step two, yeah, somewhere profit. But so it still has to be fun, or it's all pointless. So you always just want to keep doing the fun part, and even just the actual YouTube part of this. Like, if I didn't enjoy sharing what I was doing so much, like the filming and editing part of putting these things out, like, this is a 15-minute video, but it took 4 to 8 hours between, longer than it would do to just do the thing, because you have to film it and you have to then re-say it and not screw up what you're saying, or, get an angle at it and then edit it and do artwork or whatever it is. Like, it's just...
Well, like, when people watch time-lapse of, like, a build, what they forget is that it actually took 4 hours to build it, not 4 minutes to watch it.
And it's...
Then if you're editing, like, a build video, I've done a few, like, you get hours of footage and you make it a 7-minute video or something. Like, you're cutting it. That's what we say in the business. You're cutting it for 6 or 7 hours. And
yeah,
you're like, wow,
yeah.
I'm glad I got all that footage. And then I'll just erase it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cutting room floor stuff for sure, with something like a build video where you're actually going through all the stages of building something. It's so much more work than I think people realize. But we're glad you did it,
Yeah,
because you've shared a lot of really cool techniques with us, which is really great.
Yeah, the next time
I've learned a lot from Richard over the years.
Next time I build a leaf spring truck, I'm gonna go watch all those videos.
God.
Yeah, the first trick is to not use shocks.
Because you don't need
the funny thing is, people are like, oh, you should put more weight in your axles, and, telling me how to make my toy work. They never notice, they don't even comment that most of my trucks don't even have shocks on them. Because I made a full drop bed, and I can't find shocks small enough, so I say, you know what,
just don't use it.
Just don't use it.
Doesn't
I don't tune anything. I just go for it. Shock oil, is whatever came in the kit.
Richard's all about performance.
Spoiler alert. I don't even use the stuff that comes in them sometimes. CCO2?
We've gone to comps.
No oil.
We've gone to comps, and Richard always places pretty well with trucks that, like you used to build a bit more to the compy sort of things, like that Cherokee that you did that one time. That was pretty compy. We went to K&K, and you had a bunch of compy trucks.
Jerky? Me?
Yeah, XJ? Yeah, you did an XJ, didn't you? Blue.
Oh, yeah. Comanche.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
That one was good. That was a good truck.
That was a good truck.
That was a good truck.
I think it had leaf springs, too.
No, it was I don't remember.
That was the last one that Richard built.
Yeah.
It didn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like dovetailed and bobbed and stuff. That was rad.
Oh yeah, it was sick.
It's super
Like
rad.
Oh, that's right.
Westmade wants to know, how many projects do you have at the moment?
One.
The
More than six.
more than six. That's not bad. At least you're not on.
I mean, like dumpster,
Double
and like
digits.
non-truck, like a little side little mod, like the dumpster I'm doing, and Smiggins Folly is a full-on project.
Yeah.
I want to build some structures this year, but that's already
Well,
June.
you
And,
built some structures this year already, right? The Wild West theme stuff, wasn't that this year?
Oh, that's been 5.
That's when they're
No,
real
I
wild.
thought you were working on
Sitting there.
something this year.
I
about it.
finished the log cabin that I started many years ago. Yeah, it was like an actual logs.
from actual mini trees. Scale Crawler Fab Shop. Yes, that was Richard at the beginning of in the opener for Road to Scale Nationals with Dana and
It was Chris from
Chris
GCM,
you.
myself,
Okay, I was thinking it was Chris
Oh.
and Dana
And,
and Richard,
Richard.
but it was you and
at Team K and K judging Class 1, Class 0.
That's true. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I think we all scored very highly at that event,
you usually do.
oddly enough.
Yeah. We had to do
All the points.
sled pull with our Class Zeros, didn't we?
I believe that we did, yes.
Yeah, hill climb. Oh my god.
There were some odd events for Class 0.
Sled pull. Yeah, that's sled pull is a new one. I mean,
They made us do all of the things.
yeah, that is one thing.
Yeah.
K&K usually did have some cool, because it's the K&K TTC, which generally has
Yeah.
TTC.
hill climbs and sled pulls, mud traps.
But all
Tank trap.
Yep.
pie
Mud
eating
bog was always
contest.
my favorite.
What contests?
Pie
Pie
eating-
eating.
mud pie.
There was
Uh,
a pie eating contest. All the kids
yeah.
were always competing in that.
A memory showed up on my Facebook the other day of, I think it was the year where the kids were drinking mud. It was a picture of us driving out of my FJ, leaving the mud pit. You remember all those? They had that by the barn. It was just like,
Ugh.
oh my god. The
At
mud
K&K, it always rains
Yeah,
heavily.
I don't think it did
This-
this year. I think the weather was
but not this
right.
year.
Yeah, that was one of those. It's like you never know. I'd always see videos people posting. They'd be holding the easy ups down, trying to get them from flying away in some sort of monsoon-like storm that would roll through there. And then the next
Yeah,
day,
we had a
it'd be great.
river develop. We had a river develop through our easy up that one year.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah,
You didn't need to wear shoes or socks.
that was always the problem
It's
with
perfect.
events in the Midwest. It's just
Yep.
you never. The weather seemed like it. Half the time, it was the
And then you know how the weather always just blows in
Yeah.
in the Midwest. Like sunny day, oh the leaves are starting to blow, and then like there's a 70-mile-per-hour wind and everything's upside down, and then there's hail, and
yeah. That,
and then it stops raining and there's rainbows and it's really
oh
humid.
yeah.
Extremely hot.
Yeah, it was. We had
Yeah.
rain here last Saturday, and then the following day, it was insanely humid to everyone out here. I was like, oh, I opened it. It was like 58%. I was just like, this isn't like this is humid. I agree for here when we're normally used to like 15,
Yeah.
but it's not that bad.
So good.
The
A couple questions here. Will Richard be attending Proline by the Fire Pit in October?
Negative.
In
Negative.
negative. All right.
missing out.
Westmate said, "When I have a bad day, I just need to call Richard and have him make me laugh." That's nice.
I'll send you a photo of me.
So you don't even need to call him. Just look at the picture.
Matter of fact, don't.
Here's a great one from Moose Jaw. Richard, you are judging the best and the worst of both myself, Matt, and Josh's builds. What's the worst and what's the best? This is gonna hurt.
While he thinks about that.
First, I would have to pay attention to what you guys.
That
say.
hurts the most. That hurts the most.
Yep, I already feel like I've lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty disconnected. I'm on the fringe of society.
You haven't started writing like a really long document or anything like that, have you?
It's only 8 pages. Front and back.
Front and back.
But best and worst.
We're just gonna sit here in silence till he comes up with this answer. I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to this.
I'm looking.
You're trying to look in the backgrounds right now.
Backgrounds. I'm like, what is this junk? I see something that looks like a beetle in Josh's, so that could be it. I'm really not a beetle guy. I know I just built Herpy, the love bump, but I'm not really a beetle dude, and I know VW guys are gonna like die, but I never thought they were great. And
I don't particularly like them either.
Herpy the love bump.
Somebody's like, "Oh, he wasn't 69." That's the joke, buddy.
Oh, that's right. You did. It's 69 on it.
He was 59 or whatever. 54 or
It was car 54.
53.
53.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's the joke.
I swear, you guys do everything you do just so you can both always say, "That's the joke." Like,
that's the joke.
Because that's the joke.
Williams Lake Scale Off-Road, thank you. I want to thank all three of you for taking the time to make videos for our entertainment, no less. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching.
Matt loves you.
Oh, Pilot Ryan Media says, I guess Richard didn't see the base camps. Because that could be the best and the worst.
I mean, 24 hours, like, you guys have accomplished a lot more than I would. Because I would be sleeping and probably just staring at it, maybe take the wheels off. Stuff like that was it. Like, very little motivation lately. It's the weather. I think it's the heat. The weather. I spend all day outside, and it's just like, it like drains me.
I understand that.
Yeah, that's actual work
that.
can definitely do that to a person. Matt and I have our cushy computer jobs. Well,
but I have a sweet tan from here to here.
You make sure and sunscreen up. And so take care.
100 SPF 100.
Oh, I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. Jeremiah as well. Thank you, sir. In a town near my hometown, they have an event called Potato Fest, and they had RC mud run, but instead of mud, they used mashed potatoes. I remember Parker doing that at a G6, Thanksgiving themed G6 one year. And for some reason, he felt that the mud or the potato pit should be right in front of like the check-in thing. And people like went through it right away and just flung mashed potatoes all over the guy who was organizing its keyboard, and he was unhappy. I think
one thing I haven't spilled on my keyboard yet.
Yes, mashed potatoes.
And then also at that same event, Parker put his RC inside a turkey, right inside the cavity, and drove it around. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, or trucking. Boom.
Trucking.
There's
there you go.
The joke.
Nice, good joke. No, it's not. That's going on the shirt too. You numbskull. We just created a new Simpsons meme. There's the
joke. Just make me yellow-headed guy in front of some sort of thing holding a mic.
Those Simpsons memes are getting very deep. You know, Matt, what rock bottom one? Like, oh my god, there was one. It had like 7 layers to it the other day. It was pretty amazing. It was a steamed hams one. It was a steamed hams one. The sex cauldron. It was the sex cauldron one.
I saw that one.
That was cool.
I too have no idea what they're talking
They're
about.
really. Well, Josh, you just need to get up to speed. Just watch the first 10 seasons, and then you'll be totally fine. But you have to watch them about 100 times.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Actually, it's only season 3 to 10. So like.
Yeah, 3 to 10. You can skip
3
the
to
first
10.
two.
7 seasons, 100 times. 32 episodes
and then you'll be right up to
per
speed.
season.
You'll be. We're up here. You'll still be down here. That's actually one of my first solid memories of hanging out with Richard. I came down to visit him at his place when we went to some place to drive RCs, and I just kind of we were talking about it and something came up and I went, oh yeah, that's like that. I used to wear an onion on my belt, and I was like, I think we're going to be best friends.
We're almost there. Almost. There's that guy
Few
that
more
got
visits.
That guy got that whole monologue on his leg tattooed, all the way down his thigh. The whole onion on the belt. And
That's a little too. That's too much for me.
yeah, it was. But it was all in like a banner or whatever.
Oh. Okay, well then that's probably okay. People would look at that and go, "Oh, that's nice, some tribute to his father or something."
No, it had a picture of Grandpa dressed like, the old security guard.
Old time.
It was like the whole thing. Yeah,
That's amazing.
a lot of words.
Here's a question from RC Underdog. How do you keep motivated doing styrene work when a project rig can take multiple years, like the Commando, for example?
That's why it takes several years, because of lack of motivation. Like, not even making a joke. I'll shelve it and it'll sit for like 2 years, and then the styrene will warp or something weird, and then I gotta like redo half it, and it just really.
I don't even know how you can go.
hurts.
I don't know how you can go back. Like that's. It takes a level of dedication, regardless of say how unmotivated you say you may be. The dedication to just still pick it back up and have, especially to fix things that is not easy. It's not something that I am great at.
No, and I try to fix it a little as I have to. I'm not the type to like redo. I'm like, that's good enough, but sometimes you have to make it worthwhile to push through.
Yeah, that's
the biggest challenge. I think when you have multiple projects on the go, especially, or something else comes up and all of a sudden that's the shiny new thing, it's really hard to get back to those old ones. Sometimes they just don't ever come back.
I think
and that's fine too.
That might be part of the issue that, among many others that I have, but that it's oftentimes building around something that at the time was the literal shiny new thing, like whether it was a new truck release in the market or whatever it was, and then I turned that into a project. But then however much time goes by, and it's like, well, that's some old stuff now. That was some Monday shit. It's Wednesday. It's just,
I'm not building a TF2 now. That's only been out for 10 years.
yeah. So it's just like,
I'm over it.
But it's back. It was TF2, TF3, and now TF2's back in POG form. You did it again.
POG form. Okay.
Did it again. But TF3. Oh wait, but then here's some more TF2 releases. Like what? Did you not tell me it takes 4 years to develop a Lexan body for a chassis that's existed? Like, no way. I don't care where you're having it manufactured. What's taking so long? You're so far behind.
There's some hard-hitting questions
there. Did you
there.
get a TF3?
Not yet.
Why did you say it with that voice and that eyebrow movement? I'm.
It better be.
I don't know.
Not on the floor of that room.
Oh, there's a trance. That was the knowing look that was given. Okay.
We got
Whatever do you mean?
we
got something
up
up
our
our sleeves.
sleeves. Yeah, we got something. It'll be humorous.
Oh, I'm
Comedy.
I'm sure. I'm sure you guys won't both have to explain the 15 levels of an inside joke that it is.
Nope, there won't be any inside jokes at all.
Pretty
It'll
cut
just
and
be
dry. Should be pretty cut and dry.
yeah. It's going to be a much better review video than you've ever done.
It'll be my first, so it's bad. It'll be bad. Probably puke.
Well, if you can
Let me
do a
ask
live
you-
stream with us,
You guys have been doing this a while, and I assume you have many videos. But like, do you have to psych yourself up to sit in a room and talk to yourself, like about a truck? Like, I feel like a jerk. Like, oh,
No.
here I am. I'm gonna glue this. Like, I feel like such a dork.
I
I never say that. Josh is more like, duh, I'm gluing this to that now. I'm more of just like,
welding
shoot it.
I'm gonna weld it.
I'll TIG this to that.
Yeah.
And then after I'm done TIGging, I'm going to make. And then here's all this stuff you'll never have.
For this-
Zip, zip, zap,
for
zip,
this
zoop.
next step, we're going to use this super expensive tool that nobody else has. So
I just bought a $4,000 tool. It's awesome.
If you want one, you can pick one up with code Harley10.
to save 4%. I'm going to start asking
No, I don't.
what.
I don't ever feel like an idiot or stupid when I'm like, and I don't need to psych myself up. I just have a genuine interest in sharing my opinion with people, I guess.
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
microphone, and you'll
I don't
listen
know.
to every
Yeah.
damn word I have to say.
And if you don't want to, you don't
Right.
have to. I think that's the brilliant thing about it, too.
Yes,
is
I
that-
gotta get confident.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well,
yeah. Get confident.
so I did used to. It used to take me more to be able to like. That's why I guess my first videos it was third person, or right first person, only hands.
It was POV, first
You know,
person, first person view,
I'm in that stage.
And
I'm in
that helped me because
and that's fine.
just like getting used to the sound of your own voice, it's just like ugh, like
I didn't do any on-camera stuff for the first like 5 years that I had a YouTube channel, and then when I did, they were awful.
yeah, it's
You got to start somewhere, though.
There was a time I had more subscribers than you
Yes,
when we first got started.
the
yes.
That's my claim to fame.
I'm sorry that's your
it was
claim.
the only reason I was doing
But-
videos was because I was doing like Futaba programming, and it was either take pictures with my digital camera and then put them onto my computer so that I could write a thread on how to program a Futaba radio, because while it is in English, it's almost Japanese. Like, they are not the easiest radios to program.
It's not
So-
easy. If it wasn't for your video, I'd never have figured out how to get a 3-position switch on my 3
Oh,
PMX.
that was the worst
so,
one ever.
Thanks.
Like, that was almost hieroglyphics. So yeah, it was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this in a video. So I did it with as little lighting in the room as possible, and really poor audio and a shaky camera, and that was my ticket to success. I look back at
So I'm on that
man, I
track.
look back at some of those videos and I'm just like, this was some seriously poor video.
I mean,
It's
that was-
cringy.
That was over a decade
I
ago.
I
mean,
can't.
that was
I don't like watching
a
anything that's
while.
older than a few months. I just
Yeah.
I look at. I'm
It's-
just like, man. Either it's I don't know. It's hard to watch anything that I have done.
I feel like I
Even
get better
now.
with age. The more time I spend in front of this thing and do this, I feel like each video gets progressively better.
Yeah.
Or worse. It doesn't really matter. I'm just having fun doing it.
Just
And I think that's
rolling
the
in the
most
dough.
important thing to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of money. You know, they get
rolling in
paid.
dough.
They get paid to review these. I'm
The
surprised
big
you
money.
Didn't know that. Yeah, huge.
That was like my
Like,
response to one of the questions.
Well, we don't
That's how I got my first Lamborghini.
we don't get paid. Don't get paid in terms of cash,
Yeah.
but we get paid with a truck,
right.
and that's enough. Because
good at
when
cash.
I'm paying my mortgage, I just go down to the bank, and I go, "Oh, here you go. This should cover. This should
You don't
cover
understand. This truck was in development for 4 years, so
It was a
This
Lexan body.
Lexan body, pretty innovative."
yeah.
Yeah, we've been
I mean,
the
imagine
live
how long the
streaming.
hard body would have took.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think the live streaming is one element that I definitely struggled with at the beginning. That was a lot harder to get used to the idea of talking to myself mostly, but also responding to chat and doing it all in real time. That was definitely a challenge.
Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I do with
the
these
hand
the whole
movement
time?
thing is you fidget. You gotta have something to fidget with, like a
Yeah.
zip tie and
Like
a
a doll.
dapping block.
Yeah, like a doll.
Yeah.
Action girl or whatever.
Perry
Yeah.
G, thank you.
I usually
He says, Richard, Matt and Josh just do it because they're in love with hearing themselves talk.
Yeah. Well, there's probably some truth in that. Like,
There's a level of narcissism. You have to admit that.
yeah.
yeah,
There is,
definitely.
for sure.
It's that
You wouldn't post at
it's
all. Like,
it's that repressed high school experience.
Look at me.
Like, now look who's
Mom,
got
Mom.
70,000 people watching on YouTube. Like,
look
Well,
who's got
Josh,
a
you
bunch
don't
of
have
trees in their
70,000.
I
yard,
agree.
and he's got to water them.
What is Richard's role in the SBG? What does Richard like best about being the face of the Scale Builders Guild?
Well, my job at SBG is to be an unrelenting troll.
Man, the facts
Sometimes I
line.
ban people. I operate the fax, and I load paper into the stock ticker, and
You also
I don't know.
you help me
I just-
with ideas on bumper stickers. That's
Yeah.
something you do fairly frequently.
yeah, and
You're a mod. Well, actually, you're admin.
admin.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I'm
he's got
the-
powers.
One of the few people who can ban Matt. I hold the other key. I don't
He
know.
can turn it
Yeah,
off
I guess
just with the flick of a switch.
I'm the best guy,
He's the number one guy.
best boy.
He's the best boy. Yeah. You work on the films. You're the best boy.
TRD Adventures, thank you, sir.
He moves the lights.
The gaining or having confidence in the videos is huge. I just try and stay in my comfort zone, and someday I'll figure out how to edit decent. I feel like the editing thing is one of the, like, it comes in some of the people I enjoy watching the most on YouTube. Like, they're like, yeah, I do this all from my phone. And I'm just like, I don't know how you do it. But they do.
I don't want to know.
I mean, honestly, I can't. Like, I've edited on my phone before. I'm like, I could never. But that's
No. Just like we need to print things out. You could never edit on your phone.
that's true. Maybe an iPad. No, still neither.
Did I
Get
delete
outta here.
Did I delete your box truck posting? No, I don't know. No, I didn't delete any box truck.
Do you guys have to approve the for sale ads? No.
No.
Okay.
No, because in
No,
our
God.
system, if you are a paying member, you get access to the classifieds. So that's sort of like, if you're willing to pay to be an upgraded member, we're going to assume that you're going to be on the up and up when you're selling and buying
Yes.
things.
That is reasonable. I like that.
I think so. I mean, it's a lot better than the other
Yeah,
forums.
30
system
days,
where
30 posts.
Your picture
30
is too large. You can't post it. Like, are you
The
kidding me,
mod
dude?
in that sub forum is piece of work.
Relentless.
Oh,
You should talk to
Don't
him.
edit.
Josh.
You can't edit your listing after you posted it.
So
Yeah,
All
don't
kinds of
do- like
weird
for
stuff
so
there.
long,
like I sold something to a friend, like someone I trust, and I like deleted it, not thinking. You can't delete that listing until we will. I'm like, oh man, you're a
Neat.
really cool guy. For you guys, star.
yeah.
You got a red star.
The particular mod, he was the one who did all of it, which was fine. But he would
Did it start with a T?
THX.
Did it start with a T?
Yeah, THX 1138.
So he would go in and
Uh-huh.
handle it, but he would only do it at certain times. And when I visited the forum more, I would just go in there and I would just scope out all the for sale ads before they were posted and be like, ooh, that one. Because I'm still a mod. I can still see all of them. So I could just go cherry pick the good stuff if there was any.
That's
Oh,
rude.
super rude.
I can't believe you do
I
that.
know.
You're a real son of a bitch.
You guys wonder how I get the good trucks.
No.
They're built, not bought. Saw that on a bumper sticker. And on a Jeep page.
So,
My Jeep was built with Smitty built parts.
Only the finest. What was that really terrible? Rough country. Rocky country.
Rough country.
Rough country.
Rough
Yeah,
country?
the worst.
no, I mean, they're not the worst. Smitty built was
They're not.
I have a Smitty built tent on my truck, and it's pretty
and
built.
they're pretty affordable for what they were. Those Smitty built tents had, I mean,
Yeah, the Gen 2 I got, like, it's the same as a tent that costs twice as much. And it's been pretty cool.
yeah, that's editing on DaVinci Resolve
And it was
right
on
now.
it was
The
good.
yeah, I'm still using Premiere Pro after Matt made me switch, which I am happy I am. I did. I like the change now.
Good. I'm glad.
Learning that, but I'm enjoying it.
It's excellent. I love it
Crashes
because
a
of
lot.
No.
No.
Mine gets sad sometimes. And
Oh yeah, you get the sad blue screen.
no, it goes. We had an error, and we're gonna. Do you want to send this to Adobe? No, but I looked it up. It seems like some people have experienced that on Windows 10 or whatever this is.
Have you updated to the latest version
Probably not.
of Creative Cloud? Yeah, you need to do that.
I would
Try
not.
that first.
Right after he fixes that styrene. So.
Yeah. Get back to some projects. Richard, thanks so much for coming on the show tonight. It's been a real pleasure having you.
Yeah, I think we had some fun.
Thank you for letting me try and not understand your guys' jokes consistently.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome to that.
Okay.
We'll I didn't put it in the links, but at Turks and Jerps on Instagram is a great place to see a lot of Richard's stuff come together. He's got a YouTube channel, which is also Turks and Jerps. Is it not? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Turks and Jerps. If I leave a comment in the
It will pop.
Oh, go ahead.
In the live chat.
Follow me.
And if you can
Subscribe to
remember
me.
to do it after the fact on the videos once they're done, we can pin it and it'll be at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we can just edit our
If you
description.
do that, we lose live chat.
Then no.
Oh, that's right.
I need money.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me all the money
So,
on my Zuckerbox. Oh, can I tell you a quick little tale?
Yeah, please do.
I almost got banned from Instagram.
what?
For for making a joke with someone about cutting down the trees in Smiggins Folly and burning them. And it was in violation of their terms or whatever, their community guidelines. So it was
You
deleted.
can't burn down trees.
And then I posted it to my story and said, those are my trees. I made that, please, thank you. They delete that, naturally. And now I have two strikes against my account. And next one, they take away my Zuckerbucks from Reels. They take them away. For
How many
90
Zuckerbucks?
days.
Because you
children
monetize the reel.
3 months. Yeah.
Wow.
That,
You guys get to monetize your reels. That's
which,
don't let that happen.
yeah, I mean, I always forget to do it, but, and I just don't post on Instagram very much. I like it for stories, and I like it for just browsing around. I just don't, I've just stopped posting so much. But I should more, and I should do the reels because they pay pretty well.
Afraid
they pay better than YouTube videos.
They did. They did, and then like they changed the like maximum payout, whatever.
Yeah, I'm still getting about the same per reel that I've done. I guess I'm just not maxing it out.
Mine dropped about a third. Mine dropped about a third because I was like it was like 1 million views, and then that was 11 million.
Oh,
so that's a totally different ratio. So
that's
impossible. That I did see that, and I saw how that changed. But I had posted like 2 reels under each one, and I got like $100 per reel on both. Yeah, and it was just like, which is like so much more. I'm like, for a reel, and they were terrible reels. I just put something together and selected one of their crappy audios and hit go, and then all of a sudden I got a PayPal one day, and I was like, what is this from? Why did I get what is a Meta PayPal?
I think the first like 1 or 2 you do give you the potential to earn more, and then the more you do, it kind of lessens it. Because I'll get $85 on the first one of the cycle, and then like $1 for 15,000 views.
That makes way more sense.
They reel you in, get it reel you in, and
I understand.
Wow,
there's the joke. Chris Barr, thanks very much. 124th budget crawl video. You know what, Josh? Maybe we should do that at Pro Line by the Fire.
Maybe we should do that sooner than 6 months from now. But
I'll let you decide.
We should maybe decide to just do that here soon.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right. Thank you, Richard, very much for joining us tonight. I know it's way past your bedtime. Have a great evening.
Thank you for having me. Thanks, everybody.
We've got some plan. We have to make some plans, you and me, for some G2Gs.
Dudes, like a dude day outing.
Yeah, man guy thing.
Eating beef jerky. Well, where's that guy? He got that jerky.
Satisfied jerky.
Yeah. All right. Gunnar did say somewhere in here, send him your address. So I'll sort that out with him.
Cool. We will facilitate
awesome.
jerky.
Get you jerky.
That
yes.
Put it on my tab.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks, Rich.
Bye-bye.
See you later, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. I believe he is gone.
I better be gone.
He's not gone.
Am I gone yet?
No.
No, get out of here.
You have
Where'd I go?
Hit the lever.
You gotta hang up the phone.
Trying to. Remember that, Mike.
Okay, that's it. I've had enough. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
There's never been a human more clearly your friend. Just
that he's my friend. We're very good friends.
You hang up. No, you.
Know you.
Oh,
that was really nice to have him on the show because it really makes me feel like I'm the more important one.
You know what? We all have to have that friend, and I'm glad that you found somebody finally too. So
it's not you, that's for sure. What's going on this week? Friday? What are you doing? Just keep Richard as narrator every week. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, just in the voice over the top, back, just like.
Great live stream. Thanks to Richard. Please bring him back. Yeah, I think what we should do is we'll get him to actually like maybe go outside and show off Smiggins Folly live next time we have him on.
You think it? I mean, that would be
maybe he could do
cool
it from his.
If he could do it from his
phone.
Yeah.
We'll make that work.
We'll make that Travis Gilmore over here is the hardest working mod I've ever seen. I've got so many spammers today.
Oh, lucky you.
Ben I think Ben automatically hid someone else by accident, but probably just because the amount of stuff. Ben and Travis tonight have just been.
Does Ben ever come over to my channel? Probably not.
He's got so many spammers to deal with over here.
Okay. Hey, I fixed it. I put the smaller wheel on. It looks way better.
That is much better. It's much better.
It's much better now.
Phoenix says, I tried, but they have faster fingers. Phoenix, A for effort, as always. With all the mods.
Appreciated.
I just keep seeing Travis and Ben's pop up. Just bing, 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 bing. Because tonight they have to be on it. Friday. I think that I'm going to work on that scattergun some more. I like how I actually did a bunch of work. I redesigned some parts and 3D printed them and then machined some carbon fiber. And what? No way.
That's weird.
And then I like the truck, though. So I think that I may do some links, some axle shafts, maybe some knuckles, possibly change some shocks.
Probably take some stuff.
I already tagged stuff on it. I already built a cage.
More.
Oh, I could do a bumper.
Stuff. There you go. Front bumper it. Yeah.
So there's a lot of things. So I'll probably work on that thing.
I started working on the.
I saw you posted that today.
Or thing. Yeah, whatever this thing is. I don't remember what it's called. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I got all the fenders on now. Oh.
There's the joke.
Yeah, that's. Just hearing you say that just is all I need. It's perfect.
So what's your plan with that?
I've been doing that.
And before we go,
I thought it was.
Sorry. Before we go, I want to talk about
what's your thing with that? Before we go,
no, before you go, don't let us forget. I want to talk about your live stream driving thing. Continue with your thing. Talk.
I was gonna put it on. I was like, Wes did make this to be a longer wheelbase truck because it's big, and I was like, is this gonna fit on the BRX-02? No, it's a little too short.
Really?
Or the BRX-02 is a little long. It's a little long for this.
Okay. I was like,
which is unfortunate because I was like, this could be perfect on that, but it's too big.
Bummer.
Yeah. And then I've got this stupid thing here. You might remember this from such times as Funhaver.
Yeah, you.
I have decided. Yeah, this one's another one. Because I wasn't happy with what I did with the other one. I got so angry that I got fed up and threw it all in the garbage. So I bought another one on eBay. Why not? And now I'm sick of Broncos because there's been like 4 Bronco releases in the span of a year.
I'm never sick of Jeeps, but somehow I got sick of Broncos already.
Correct.
I don't know how.
So I already marked it all out. I penciled in where I was going to make all the cuts again. And then I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to do the Funhaver at all anymore. So I actually ordered one of those Chevy Pre-Runner Proline bodies. My year of Lexan, no Lexan's going very well.
Your year of no Lexans. Your year, man.
I can't even. I feel bad for me. But I think I might actually make up a cage for that truck and do something with the body and chop it up.
Pre-runner-esque body? Pre-runner-esque cage build? I like it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, at least I use the chassis and all the electronics and everything, and it gets finished. Because if I just say I'll get on the Funhaver eventually, I'll never do it.
I know what you mean.
And I'm I don't know.
That's I'm starting to narrow down those trucks.
I've been doing all kinds of stuff, like just like kind of tinkering time, because I've had time to actually tinker. And one of the things I did the other night was I put that Crawl NYC Jeep grill on the front of the TF2 body.
Oh yes.
I printed that one out on the Mars.
Yes, the Elegoo
resin printer. Yeah. And I decided I'm going to keep this body, and I'm going to take the good Vanquish axles and the JEC leaf spring mounts. I'm going to put it on that Brazen chassis.
Oh, the C1, the patinaed one.
Yeah, the leaf spring patinaed one.
That's a good fit.
Because it's like, then it'll actually be a reasonably performing leaf sprung truck
So, yeah,
instead
yeah.
of me hacking my way through trying to make a TF2 good.
Much better choice.
All right, let's talk about racing.
So yeah, you did it was yesterday. If people didn't catch it, you did a live stream of some driving.
Yes. In both pure rock crawling and
Which I
Assetto
did go back
Corsa
and check.
Competizione. Oh, I'm glad. So you want to talk to me about 10-inch lifts on leaf springs then? It was perfect. It performed so well, as you saw.
Yeah. I honestly think that like either you needed some serious settings adjustments for that wheel in that game, because it was so painful to see the and your seating position while you're racing is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. You're like a bus driver.
The camera. No. I know it looks like I'm sitting straight up, but I'm not. It's the camera.
It just looks like you've got a little. It looks freaking hilarious.
It's not like the wheels.
It just looks like it.
Right, because the camera is pointing
Oh
down.
no!
So
Oh no!
far.
I'm trying. The dot's moving already too fast. I can't get.
The camera was pointed very aggressively down.
It looks so hilarious.
Did I really look like that? Yes. Did I look like I was standing up like straight, like I was driving? Oh, Josh froze. You're okay. You're back. Oh, we saw and can't unsee some of it.
It was.
Wow. I thoroughly enjoyed it, though. I'm going to do it again. I might even set up a Twitch or something because it was an absolute blast. I loved it.
Yes.
I was impressed with how good it looked. I didn't know that, because I guess OBS just takes your entire desktop and downscales it to 1920 by 1080.
Yeah, or whatever your output settings are.
YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
because it looked awesome. I was running the game in 4K, but that doesn't hurt.
Right. No, of course not.
It did look like Matt was driving a tiny bus.
Just go.
Because I wasn't watching myself. I'm gonna go back and watch it.
I know,
because I felt like every time it was more like this.
That's what it looks like. Just go back and watch the first 10 minutes or first 5 minutes of especially the rock crawling, because that's where you see it more, especially because in Assetto Corsa, it's slight movements. You're apexing, you're doing all of the things that are things for racers, and but the rock crawling, you're like, oh, I need to. Oh no. Oh, the dots move. Oh, my lockers aren't on. I need to hit the. Oh, I'm in too high of a gear. Oh God, it's just.
That's so good.
So,
what wheel do I have? I have the Logitech G923, courtesy of EVGA. They sent me that.
Yes. I want to figure out. We need to do some. For one,
BeamNG
is by far superior to what you were doing. You'll understand.
I fully admit that. It's what I had, and I knew it worked, and I just didn't want to.
Honestly, that game is a good game. The game you're playing looked great, and it is fun to play.
Yes.
And
it's fun, but it's not
a multiplayer in that.
The physics is not very good.
No, it's a little.
Yeah, the
arcade.
physics is definitely a bit. Yeah.
So. Yeah. We need to figure out the BeamNG multiplayer, because it's a little weird, and then do that on. We don't have to necessarily do it on one of these streams, although I think that we're just sitting here pointlessly talking to each other anyway. We could pointlessly talk to each other.
It might be an opportunity, and game.
You talk to each other while I continue to outdrive you. So
I would like to see. Do you have a wheel?
No, I do not.
You should get a wheel.
I know. I just feel like, again, if I
tell you what, when I upgrade my wheel, You can have mine.
What are you thinking about going to?
I'm gonna go like
Fanatec?
I'm gonna go for yeah.
If I wasn't in the middle of building a extremely pointless mini trike, I would dive in and build a sim rig right now. But
yeah,
this mini trike is not cheap to build.
No, I've seen the parts list.
So
do you regret your decision?
Never regret decisions like this.
What are you going to do with it though? Like, are you going to drive it to work?
No, you can't use it anywhere.
Oh my God. You can't use it anywhere.
I mean, not legally, really. So
this seems like a very bad investment.
Oh, it's
Josh.
a terrible idea. I get that. But I mean, like, come on. So I had my custom axle shaft made, bearing kits, the chassis still a little ways out. Hopefully my axle shafts show up next week. And then I purchased in absolutely ungettable wheels today. So those will show up next week as well. Got to track down. I mean, starting to get through the big stuff. So when it arrives,
is this one of these projects though that you'll never ever recoup?
Oh, never.
Any of that money?
Never.
Oh God.
I mean, maybe. No. I mean, no. Absolutely not.
Let's be honest. No.
But I bought the.
bet it won't fit in his truck either. Said Jesse.
It absolutely will. It's very tiny. The one problem is though is I'm like, man, I may have to buy a camper shell for the back of the Gladiator so that I can put it, like, if I go to events I can actually put it in there and still have a cover or a top, you know.
Oh my God, don't put a camper on the back of your Gladiator.
I mean, I might have to. Not a camper, like we call, you know, a topper. What do you call them?
A topper, yeah, it's a topper. Okay. I know
like
that.
Whatever you want. A Grom is cheaper. Than a Sur-Ron. Yeah, Sur-Ron's. I have a very nice e-bike, mountain bike. There's a little bit more than a Sur-Ron even, and I just don't use it. I should sell it. Get a trip.
I remember when you bought that. You're like, I'm going to use this every day.
I never said that. I know myself much better. I said it because I got a really good deal, and I'm like, I know I could make money on this, which I still could today. So
give you $400 for it.
Absolutely not.
All right. I think we should probably end it there. Thank you very much to Gunnar Nissen, which I will, Gunnar, I'll reach out to you on Instagram. TRD Adventures, Blind Guy RC, Chuck's RC Habit, Doug Willman, and Chris Barr. Thanks, guys.
Thank you to Gunnar Nissen, Gigawatt RC, Jeremiah Salberg, Blind Guy RC, Dale C., Team Garage Hack, Williams Lake Scale Off-Road.
Oh, Team Garage Hack.
Perry G.
Hear you say thanks to them.
And TRD Adventures, yes. Again, thank you to everybody.
It's been a pleasure watching you watch us.
Yes, in the creepy way, like Matt just said it. So, with that, go subscribe to Turks and Jerps on YouTube.
Turks and Jerps.
It's the only one spelled like that. You can't miss it. You won't miss it. Exactly like it sounds. Type that out phonetically.
Exactly.
Go give Richard
have a lovely rest of the week.
Watch some of his videos.
Yeah, he needs those minutes so he can monetize.
Go get it. Thanks to everybody.
All right. Take care, everyone. Love you. Bye.